Hello, I'm just doing my speech on a postmodern theorist, and I chose Jean Baudrillard, or Jean, and he was a French sociologist and a cultural theorist, and he was a philosopher as well, I think. But basically, he believes that the audience comes to perceive the media, like the world, which appears as real, but it's actually not real. And he developed the idea of simulation and simulacra, which I'll explain in detail in a bit. And he's quoted for saying that what has happened in our postmodern culture is that our society has become so reliant on models and maps that we have lost all contact with the real world that preceded that map. So then he said there are 3 steps to this simulacra, and these are a bit hazy, but the first one was that basically the image that we recognise is just an illusion, which is a place marker for the real thing. So basically, he's trying to get this idea across that what we see is no longer real, and it's just like an illusion. And the second order of simulacra is saying that the distinctions between these images and the representation of these images is beginning to break down and just become one. And he talked about the proliferation of these copies, saying how it mispresents and masks the reality by imitating each other, and then there's a threat of these representations replacing the image and just it being one big thing. Which the third step is saying that there is no distinction between reality and representation, and there is only simulacrum, which is his theory, which I'm gonna link to Lady Gaga to make it more understandable. He also developed an idea of hyperreality, which means where reality has been replaced and that today we only experience prepared realities. And he came up with loads of points like the loss of history, mediaization, proliferation of kitsch, which is that culture, and then there's a quote of here saying, our culture has been taken over by trashy mass market products, which then contribute to our society of simulation, that kind of thing. Urbanization and language and ideology, that's another thing. But yeah, that's what his theory is about. Basically, he's just fighting that there's no longer reality, and these preconceptions and these images and the way we live now, they're prepared and nothing is real anymore. And I can link this to Lady Gaga because with her videos, say Telephone, so many signs and images were in that, things like the cigarette sunglasses and the Mickey Mouse glasses. And he would say that again, this is hyperreality and this is taken over. There's no longer original, and Lady Gaga has been taken over by these images and signs and what is real anymore. That's what I kind of think, that's what I kind of get from this theorist. And there's a little quote by someone saying how this stimulated image, like Lady Gaga, no longer covers over some hidden reality or truth. It just conceals the real secret, which is that there is no longer any reality or truth beneath the simulated image. So again, that just links everything I've just said, really, just how it's kind of hard reference to Lady Gaga, but I'm just trying to think just how she has all these images and how she's conveyed into us audience. Is it prepared, and is any of that real, or is that just made for us because that's just the way it is? And because she has so many different signs and stuff about her. So yeah, that's it really. I mean, there's loads more to talk about him. He has so many different information about his theories out, but I'm just trying to get my head around it really to understand myself. So I should probably make another video once I've understood it more. But yeah, this is my speech for now, so keep you posted.